Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We're in Shapes 2 on the insane challenge mode, playing in Dimensions update, and we just finished this task. Boom, this whole line of tasks right here for 8 research points and a little 30 platform limit, but really the research points is the main reason. And so let's go ahead and give that the seal of approval. And let's see, this one over here is just blueprints, and so I think all of that was done down here. I'm just gonna zip those out. Okay, but leave this all untouched. And yeah, we did activate 2 layers worth of those shapes, so that is all good. Why are it seems like we're a little low on those guys. What if we had another train going in with that, and another one going in with that? I think that would not hurt. Okay, so we are back up to 800 platform limit out of 1,000. We're using 200. That's not bad. But I want to start working on this Milestone 3. And let's take a look at it. By the way, trying to build the channel, so if you watch this and are enjoying it, please toss me a like. It's super helpful getting the video out in front of other people. So the first 2 of each of these tracks is pretty easy, right? So we've got this shape and then another shape on top of it. Or down here we've got this shape, then another shape on top of it. This one is using all these pieces, but in a completely different order. So I think what we need to do is just build these separately and then basically scrap it all and create this. Maybe what we do is we bring these guys in to a home base that we can then take them apart and mess with them later. So let's do that. Let's work on this. What I'd like to find is a triple spike. So let's use our filter here. And a spike and a spike, and use that right here. We've got one. Just to the left of the main section, but we could use this one too. There's this guy way up here. This guy would be perfect if we could spot paint a quadrant, but we can't. We do have this. We could take this and break it apart. How many red spikes are we gonna need at the end? We're just gonna need 1. So yeah, it's not really needed. I'm trying to think too, like maybe this is when we start building larger builds to make things more permanent and just start hammering these guys in. But maybe not. So if we were gonna do that, again, there's that one up here somewhere, just to the left of home base right there. And again, this one would be perfect if we could spot paint all of those 3 blue. But if a frog had wings, it wouldn't bump its butt. So forget what would be perfect, and let's go with what works. I think maybe let's start up here and just grab these guys And I'm going to put a terrain loader out here. The reason I'm going to put it out here is because maybe we eventually want to double this up and have it come in here this way too. And on the middle layer. So we're going to bring those guys over here. Oh, let's take a look at our upgrades while we're here. Because the first thing I want to do, I've realized, is unlock fluid wagons. That's only 25. Okay. That's not bad. But since we're working on milestones, it's going to be a while before we get those 4 research points. So let's get our painter miner out. And then let's do an unloader up here. Okay. So that's going to get those guys painted blue. Which is just great. Yes, and then we have those come out a bit and then go. Do we want them to go right into a stacker? All right, what do we want to do for our single red spiky noodle? I mean, in theory, we could take this guy and just rotate it and chop it. Let's see how that works. So that rotates it. And then we just want to cut. We could do that here. I feel like sometimes this isn't. So actually, we can do that back here. Then we just have that. And then we just need them single rotated after that. Does that work? You know what? I think we need to do this differently. There. Same thing. A little bit tighter build. Now, can we do that with these? We need 2 of those. We need 3 of these. Okay, okay. Ah. Does that work? I think that works. Alright. That's pretty awesome looking. Uh-huh. Alright. Excellent. Now we just need to paint those red. We're going to do the same thing as this. We'll do it over here. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm going to same thing this up to here. Had 0 blueprint points, so that's okay. Although right now we're killing our blueprint points. We got 192,000, so I'm not even worried about those. I'm much more worried about platform limit points. Okay, so that gets us those guys. Now, what if we had these all come to a bit of a depot? Like this. And it doesn't matter if it's... doesn't matter which side. So, and having it as a depot means that we can group these out. So, I'm going to do a shape unloader here and one here. Yeah, that way, I mean, if we wanted to have multiples of these, we could do so very easily just by this, spending 2,000 points. That said, let's also make a shape loader down here. So that's sort of a that's what we would call a stacker depot. Let's save that. And stacker, and I'm just gonna do a train. There you go. Oops. Nope. Stacker depot. Okay, we just need one right now. Alright, and then let's get a loader. Bring it in there. And we will do a loader here. This one we're gonna do like so. Okay. All right, so that's all working. And then all we need to do is bring from here. I'm just going to come down a bit and then go up to level 1. And then that is going to come on down into our vortex. Oh. Alright, we want to come down in this one. A little bit past the halfway point and go right there. Cool. Alright, let's add some locomotives and we will be all set. Yeah, we can just copy paste. And here. here, and then here. Cute. Alright, so that is working and getting this shape done. After which we will just do another little stacker station right down here and bring in this shape. Which we should be able to find. Alright, so this one is more annoying. We want the first thing we need really, or that I want, is an hourglass, a circle hourglass, if possible. And we could make one, of course. There's one that's green, but again has other things there. There's almost one. There's one right next to green. Okay. And then we've got squares here that could be painted red and otherwise. Let's do it. Let's do it. Painter miner. I did see on the dev log that one of the things they're really working on for the release is some mod support, and that's been a big thing they've been talking about. Do want to rotate these guys. So let's do that here. And so that got me thinking that that'd be a nice series to do. So that will be something we can do eventually. Oop. Okay. Really, wait. You know what? Yeah, let's just do this. Again, that's going to cost 6 platform units. Building a train there is going to be much more expensive. And all right, over here, let's take a square. All right, let's try this. Nope, not a painter miner. Let's get our miner. And then let's do our hourglass to it. No, that doesn't. Yeah, it needs stuff before there. Alright, so we're gonna do that. Doesn't need to be rotated, but it just needs to be cut in half, I believe. And then it needs to be rotated. Yes. Okay. And that. Then what I want to do, get rid of that. One of these I'm going to paint red. One of them I'm not. So what do we have here? Yeah, we can go up and over. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to take this. Do that. Alright. So that is going to bring these guys in and paint them red. If I do this again, was that 12? Yeah, 12 platform points. Alright, much cheaper to do that. Now it's going to paint the bottom ones red. Top ones not. Okay. Then we're going to hit that bad boy with an inline, with a stacker inline. I think that's going to make our things. We are going to need to rotate them. So I'm going to leave this disconnected for a bit. All right, good. That red is starting to show up. How do you like that? Come on, that I like that. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. All right, let's see what happens. Yep, here it comes. Coming on in. And then I think they're just maybe gonna need, yeah, just that. Look at that. Okay, that's awesome. Now, I just have to stack these two together. So, let's grab our stacker depot. And plunk it right there. And they're both oriented correctly? Yes. Green. Oriented correctly. This one is correct, so I just need a loader. And I need a loader. I'm just gonna bring it out this way. Cool. All right, so that and that. Gets all that loaded in here. And here's our target. So we're gonna bring it in here. Down like so. Cool, done. Now, where are our little delivery babies? These guys are coming in here. Okay, why do we not have anything to... What? Ah, ha, ha. There we go. Being clever. Alright. That's going to start coming in. And let's clear that out. Okay. Excellent. Milestone 3 is started. And cruising. Let's take a look at this. So we've got windmill, 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 square. Do we have that shape anywhere? And let's go. Oh, look. Isn't that it? Oh, rectangle, I mean. Yeah. We do have it. And that's going to go right on there. Oh. My goodness gracious. That is beautiful. And that is even the right orientation, right? For this one. Yes. It's the rectangle pointing down and to the right. Okay. So that is going to be stacked in somewhere over here. Uh-huh. Alright. So let's get this going here. We'll do a little painter miner. Oops. And an unloader. Here. A oh. Nope. There we go. And again, I'm going to give this a 1 space buffer. Do that. And then these guys we'll do down here. I want that to be down on layer 1 for that long. There we go. Bring it up. And then, yeah, we're just going to roll it in right over here. And this guy has a space of 3. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that was actually correct. All right, so right here is where we'll do our shape depot. That's it. I'm going to put this here so we can start just stocking up shapes. And let's go do this. Let's activate. So there, and there. Cool. So that is the next shape done. After that, again, let's go check in and see if we're creating these yet. Yes. No. Are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me? I didn't check that. Okay. Alright, I think it's a single rotate. Yep. Just gonna clear all those out. Okay. Now we've got the right shape going in. Did we get some of the other ones? Yep. We had a whole batch of those delivered, so it'll be 180. All right. Yay. Okay. So those are going. And do we have some of these in yet? No. It's all right. Okay, that is getting ready. Now, what's our second stage of this? So, hourglass of plane, and then an hourglass of windmill. So look at this, what we got here. Hourglass of plane combined with an hourglass of windmill, of which one is green. There's an hourglass of windmill right there. So, and what is the orientation? Yes. That is wrong for this. That's okay. Uh-huh. And again, we'll give it a little buffer. Shape load. Boom. And all set. Okay, and that is the correct orientation. Then here, also the wrong orientation, but we want to take these guys. Oh, we've got green right here. Okay, we want to bring these guys down here. That's what we're gonna do. And I think that is correct, right? Yes. Top left to bottom right, top left to bottom right. Okie doke. So let's say we bring him down here, right? Then I want to do a similar thing, like this shenanigan that we just did. I just want to cut them and color one, and then restack them. Let's see if this works. Uh-huh. Let's get rid of that and come in one higher. Do an unloader, and then okay. Let's see if this works. Let's get some rocking. And that we're going to take like so. Okay, so if there we go. These are coming in. If this is right, then that's going to be pretty cool. What do we think? Put your comment down below. Is this going to be right? All right, we're about to find out. Come on, baby. If it doesn't work, then I may have to... Oh, here we can tell right here. No, it's not going to be right. So what if we took all of this and did this and do a single turn? Why does it... Why is it there and there? Why does it split them up between two different outputs? Is what I don't get. No. All right. That's okay though. Here, I'm gonna undo all that. Okay. So what we need to do, it's easy. Just this guy right here. Just give it a quarter. And that should do it, right? Yeah, baby. And, wrong orientation. That's okay. I think it maybe needs more. Yeah. That's what we need. There we go. Boom. And then those just need to stack with these. So you know what? I'm just get a stacker in here. And again, we don't care top or bottom. Because they are lined up correctly. That's it. Excellent. And we're going to put those into a shape loader. And then we want to put those on top of this, which is right here. Oh, do we not need a... Yeah, I think we don't need a train system. All right, I'm going to double up those trains to go get those in quicker. And if that one needs doubling up, then this one most likely does too. So let's do it. In fact, yeah, let's get 3 there, and we'll do 3 here as well. Okay, cool. Get those going. And yeah, this doesn't need to do this at all. So this is just going to cruise on over here. Right on into there. Okay. So now we've got all 4 of these built out. So let's zip ahead and get set up for this. Although, looking at my clock, we're running a little long. So, alright. Here's what we're going to do instead. We'll zip ahead, and I'll just show you that these are working. And then that'll be for this episode, and we'll come back when these are done. And then next episode, we're going to get this one all polished off. And probably going to start almost from scratch. Although, again, we do have this shape, so that's good. That one's done. But stuff like this is going to need different stacking. And we'll need to break one of those spikes off. And this. So yeah, it's going to take some shifting around. But that's all okay. Alright, so these are almost in. They're rocking in pretty steadily. I did increase the number of trains coming in to about 6 each. I doubled up all the other trains, so there's at least 2 trains on every delivery. And I bought an upgrade. I bought a train capacity upgrade, so now they all hold double packages. So I have this all ready to go. This is our second shape. That's going to go up on top here. So that's coming in to here. All I need to do is pop in a train stop right here. You know what? I think we're probably pretty close to it. Let's take a quick peek here. Oop. Too far. Yeah, I mean, those guys are just... We've got to have enough. Alright, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to put in a train stop. Right here. And then these guys, I'm going to take all these. Actually, I'm going to cut them and put them in here. And do this up to there. Okay, then you can come back here and just put 2 trains to deliver in to what we just built. So yeah, does not work. Yeah, there we go. We're good there. There we are. All right. So those guys are going to deliver in here, which is going to get this rocking. So that is this shape. And we will confirm once we can confirm. I am also going to take all this and come up here to this. And get this one ready to go. Same thing. All I'm going to need to do is add a stop in there. And again, I think this is probably ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and heal those guys. And then up here, yeah, do that to 2 of them. It'd be nice if you could respawn multiple trains at once. But apparently you can't. This one seems to be lagging a little bit. I think it's just the reason it's out of shapes here is just because it's such a short trip. I don't know, that's a pretty short trip too. I mean, we've got full belts. So. Oh well. It is what it is. And then. So yeah, those guys are going to be delivering here. Right there. Which is making the next shape, which. Tell me we've got enough in there. Should be that shape. Oh my god. Let's go home base. Okay, we do. That scared me. Excellent. So this is going then. All I need to do is connect that. This is going to start filling up. Once that does, then those guys will be rocking on in. And let's check in on this. Looks like our... Yep. I mean, this certainly looks like that shape to me. So, yes, there's 4 trains that don't have any payload. There's only 2 trains that do. But it's going to take them a while to get down here and deliver in. And once they do that, then those other ones are going to restock. Wait, what's that? That's pretty funny. I didn't see that. Shift plus E. I'm afraid. I'm a little bit afraid. Okay, let's... Ooh, none of those. Alright, let's see if we can respawn one of these bad mamma jammas to come in. Alright. And again, let's let it get into view. I'm going to hit pause. And when we come in, we can see that we have 2. So it has 2 packages. So that's 360 pieces, 180 pieces per package. And we're at 13. I could spend another upgrade to get 3, or I could increase train speed. But again, I think now I'm really going to save for fluid wagons. All right, let's see here. Yay! Success for this one. And all right, these have delivered in. And boom. There we go. How come it only has the green on 1? That makes me nervous, but it looks like they're going in 4s, so I think it just hasn't caught up yet. Excellent. So this is working. Now we just need 18,000 of these delivered, and we are good to go. And then we are on to our final milestone shape here, which we will get rocking. And we'll be done with these 18,000 when we start the next episode. Again, please like, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. This is Gramps, signing off.